Hello, welcome friends to the most optimistic corner of the internet. My name is Zania from A Constellation of Words, and today I've prepared for you a pick a card reading to see who has a secret crush on you. I'm going to ask the tarot cards to describe this person in great detail. How they look, their age, their job, their hobbies and interests, their mental and emotional well-being, and much more. We'll see as much as the cards want to share with us today. If you're new to this channel or to pick a card readings, this is how it's going to go down. First of all, I need you to take a few deep breaths. Maybe close your eyes and imagine that your secret crush has left you a gift. Where did you receive this gift? Is it on your desk? At your front door? Is it being delivered by someone? Or is it like a digital surprise in your inbox or in your DMs? Whatever it is and however it got to you, this surprise is making you feel butterflies in your stomach. And you get a warm feeling all over your body. Allow the energy to flow through every cell of your body. Connect with it. Connect with the enthusiasm and the potential of new love. Now that you've connected to the energy, to the vibe, I need you to hold on to that feeling. And in a few seconds, when I'm going to tell you to open your eyes, I need you to choose the deck of cards or the symbol or the number that resonates with that energy, with that feeling. You will have a few moments to connect with the symbols, the cards and the numbers and choose your group. And after that, you can jump directly to your spread in the timestamps or in the description box. Now you can open your eyes and allow your intuition to guide you. Choose with your heart, not with your eyes. Which symbol gives you a similar feeling or even enhances the feeling that you got when you were thinking about the gift that your secret crush has left for you? If you need more time, you can pause the video right now. I'm going to start now with group number 1. Okay, group number 1. Let's see who has a crush on you. Okay, their height and some other general physical descriptions of this person. Let's see. Can you see the cards, group number 1? I want you to be able to connect with the messages fully. First of all, they are very, very tall and skinny. They are much taller than you are. Their upper body is more on the skinny side, not very muscly. They're kind of flat-chested, but they have well-defined shoulders, and like you can clearly see their clavicle, and they have very good bone structure overall. Their lower body is very, very strong. They are either runners or hikers, or they do a lot of climbing. They have really, really strong legs. Their hair is black, definitely black hair. They might have long and flowy hair, or even if it's cut short. It's not like a buzz cut. It's not very short. It's a little bit on the longer side. And their fashion sense is very interesting. You're very attracted to their fashion sense. It's very on point to your style, let's say. And they are always following the trends. Actually, no. I'll correct that. They are setting the trends. And other people are always following the trends that they are setting from a fashion point of view. This is a very interesting person. I think that they might even look like a model, but somehow I get this feeling that maybe their legs aren't quite in proportion with the upper part of their body. They might have a very long torso, a very long neck, very long arms, and their legs, they're kind of like a few inches too short to be considered like the perfect ideal body shape. But don't get me wrong, they look amazing. You love the way this person looks. You love their hair. You love their fashion sense. You love the fact that they are very tall, maybe even taller than you. Well, almost definitely taller than you. And yeah, you're kind of attracted to everything physically about this person. Let's clarify. Let's go a little bit more in depth here and find some more information about the way this person looks. Okay. Interesting. This person has a very symmetrical face. Their face is very, very attractive. They have very well-defined jawline or very prominent cheekbones. Their entire bone structure of their face is very prominent. It's very attractive to you. It's like they fit in the conventional standard of beauty for their face. Perfect symmetry, perfect features. Their eyes are fiery. That's the best way I can describe them. Like you can see the life force in their eyes. You can see when they're thinking to do something mischievous. You can read all the emotions, all the fire, and all the passion in their eyes. Also, their eyes are on the darker side, maybe not quite black, but I would say kind of in certain lights, their eyes tend to shine more to the yellow, orange side of colors. I mean, they don't have weird eyes. It's some type of brown eyes, but when the light hits their eyes in a certain way, they almost look yellowish, brownish, amber colored eyes, I would say. Their nose sticks out on their face because they have such angular features here that their round button nose kind of sticks out. It's weird, but at the same time, it kind of works. It works all together. They just work. All these features together, they make for a very unique individual. And they have very, very big, juicy lips. And they know it and they use it to their advantage. Also, be careful of the way they speak because they have a very warm, a very inviting way of speaking. Their speech, their voice is also very, very attractive. Now, let's see about their hobbies and interests. Let's try to go deeper into describing this person. What do they like to do? They're kind of a perfectionist. They like to make money. Some people might think they are lazy, but it's not laziness. It's the need to achieve perfection in everything that they want to do. That's what some people actually misconstrued as laziness. Actually, they're very helpful. They like to help people, as long as it doesn't interfere with their own free time, with their own priorities. So if you're thinking of asking this person to help you with something, make sure it's something they're already good at. Otherwise, it will be very frustrating for them being asked to help with something that they're not good at. It's kind of frustrating for them to admit that they can't do something or that they don't know how to do something. And with this card here, I think that you will see that if at any point you ask them to help you with something that they weren't exactly sure how to do, they took the time, they became an expert in that field, and then they came back and offered you the help, the support. Their hobbies might be gardening or doing things in nature. They're not necessarily the athletic type, but they do enjoy working in the garden, working in the fields, being outside in the sunshine, and they enjoy very much seeing the fruits of their labor. Planting the seed and seeing it, how it grows into a plant, and how in the end it basically gives fruit. This person, when they invest their time and energy into something, they expect results. And actually, maybe one of their hobbies is investing, following the stock market, following the crypto trends, and seeing how they can invest their money. They're in it for the long game. They're not into speculating, but they are all about long-term investments. Some of their hobbies and interests are related to their family, to their home, to their properties. They like to do things around the home. They like to have little projects around the house. And all of their hobbies and interests will at some point give a monetary return to them. They don't really do things for free. And if they do something for free, it's the bare minimum they can do just to appear friendly and benevolent. They're all about the money, this person. Interesting. Let's see what their job is. The job of this person, this secret crush of yours. They might work in import-export. They might work in purchasing or sales. They might have their own company. And if they do, it's definitely something related to sleep, rest, relaxation, beds, mattresses, spas, hotels, relaxation centers, something in that area. But really, with the Nine of Cups, they could be working in anything related to commerce, to buying and selling things. And I think this person has like a running joke that they are a champion at sleeping. I don't know why I heard this message, just keep in mind this phrase. They could literally earn a trophy for sleeping. That's funny. Okay, now let's see about their age. Compared to you, this person is a child. They are younger than you, and they have this childlike optimism and this childlike energy about them. Now, they're not literally children, because here we have number 19, so they're at least 19 years or older, but compared to you, they are definitely younger. There's either a 2-year, a 5-year, or a 19-year difference between the two of you. Now, let's see about their mental and emotional well-being. How is their mental state and how is their emotional state right now? Okay. So mentally, they're very optimistic, but emotionally, they're a little bit closed off. They are way too much into their head about their emotions. They don't allow themselves to feel their emotions. They need to process their emotions intellectually. And for some people, this might seem cold, even cruel to some people, but I'm here to tell you that they are not cruel by any ways, means, shape, or form. It's just the way that they process their emotions. They need to understand their emotions before they are able to process them. They might be somewhere on the spectrum. They might have some type of disorder, but it's not something serious or something that's affecting the quality of their life. Just keep in mind that from an emotional point of view, this person might have small issues in reading other people's emotions, or it might take them longer to understand the social cues that talk about emotional things. It doesn't mean that they don't get it in the end, or that they're not able to understand emotions in the end. They just need to process them mentally, and then they get it, then they understand. But from a mental point of view, they're great, they're amazing. So I really wouldn't worry about this person. Now let's see. What signs have they given you that they are interested in you, that they have a crush on you? Let's see. Well, this is quite clear. When they take a trip, when they go somewhere, they always bring you something that they know you will love. They bring you a souvenir. They bring you something that they know that you collect. They kind of have this thoughtfulness about them. And whenever they're traveling, they always make sure to bring you a souvenir. It's not something extremely expensive, but it's definitely something very thoughtful, and it's definitely something that they know that you will love. This person has been very methodical about approaching you because they know you are emotionally unstable somehow. You've either been hurt in the past, or you're getting over a breakup, or you are in a relationship where you are not happy currently, and they see this. That's why they are being very methodical and very slow in approaching you. But they are making small steps every day to become closer to you, to forge this emotional connection with you. And everything they do, everything they say, every interaction that they have with you is very well thought out. They're like a chess master, thinking 10, 20, 100 moves ahead, and they already see the end goal. They know what their target is, and their target is you. And they're willing to play the long game, they're willing to play the strategy game, and they will win you over in the end. I'm quite sure about this. Now let's see, what is your attitude towards them and what is your connection with this person? This is interesting because your attitude towards them and your connection with them are quite opposite energies here. On the one hand, you are rejecting them. You are not even giving them a chance because you are scared. You are scared because you were hurt in the past and you don't want to go through this emotional and mental turmoil again. So you are scared and you're not even giving this person a chance. However, if I'm looking here at the connection between you two, this is a very solid, a very stable, and a very fiery connection. This is a connection with a lot of positive potential. And I think this is exactly what's scaring you. You might have a fear of commitment, and that's why you're keeping this person at bay. However, seeing these cards that we have here for your connection, I'm not sure how much longer you will be able to keep this person at arm's length, because the Nine of Pentacles show me stability, deep-rooted connections that can grow in the future. And the King of Cups shows me emotional connection as well. You have a physical attraction to this person and you have an emotional connection with this person. So I'm not sure how much longer you'll be able to play this hot and cold game, this keeping them at arm's length game. And now let's find some final messages for you regarding this person that has a crush on you. Let's see what they are feeling right now, what they're thinking right now, what they're doing right now, what they're saying to you right now, and what they want from you right now. Oh my God. Okay. Let's take it one step at a time. They feel like they have to fight for you. They think of you as their best friend. They are in love with you and they are showing you through actions and especially through the words that they're saying to you. They're showing you that they're in love with you. They either told you or they will tell you very soon that they're willing to fight for you. They're going to use very passionate, very fiery language here. Because ultimately, they want to marry you. They want a family, they want marriage, they want the whole thing. So, group number 1, this is the message for you. I hope you resonated with the message. If you've enjoyed this reading, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so you'll be notified whenever I upload more content. Thank you very much for watching. Now I'm going to move on to group number 2. Okay, group number 2. Let's see who has a crush on you. First, I'm gonna draw some cards that will describe this person from a physical point of view. Okay, we need 5 cards for the physical description of this person. Let me kind of arrange the cards so they look good and you can see them. So this person is definitely shorter than you. They're short and they're plump. They're more on the round side. They might be a little bit overweight or simply well built or stocky, let's say. They hold most of their weight in the upper part of their body. Big chest, big muscles, big arms, big shoulders, muscles on the back side maybe. But yeah, if they're a woman, they really have big chest. And if they're a man, their shoulders and their back are very well defined. Their legs are kind of like tree trunks. They're very sturdy, but kind of on the short side. Short and sturdy legs. Their hair is blonde, but a golden blonde, like the rays of the sun. Or if they're not blonde, then their hair shines very nicely in the sunlight. So when the sunlight hits their hair, you can see all these wonderful, amazing colors reflecting off their hair. And their fashion sense is very weird and quirky. They tend to wear very bold colors, very eccentric clothes. They're very Uranian in their fashion sense. They look good in magenta, in yellow, in green, in electric blue, in silver, in gold. They really like to play with their fashion sense, and they have a very eclectic fashion sense. Some people might say they dress in a weird way, but they're just really light years ahead of everyone else in the fashion industry, let's say. So fashion-wise, yeah, they stand out in a crowd. They're the type of person that you can definitely pick out of a crowd. And even if they don't wear very bold and electric colors, let's say, Still, their fashion sense stands out because they dress differently than everyone else in their circle. For example, if everyone in their circle of friends likes to dress up very sporty and casual, they will definitely be the one that's always very fancy. Or if everyone at work usually dresses very business-like, they will be the ones that stand out because they find a different twist on business attire. Maybe they dress up like in more of a dark academia aesthetic when everyone else is very business casual, let's say. So it's somehow in one way or another they stand out, even if generally, let's say in society, they would fit in the groups, in the circles where they're running, they definitely stand out. They're different. Okay. Now let's find some more physical descriptions for this person. Let's go a little bit more in detail. And let's see how they look, their face, their eyes, their nose, and their lips. Their face is very attractive to you. When you see them for the first time, you kind of do a double take because it's very attractive to you, but it's not conventionally attractive. Their eyes are very deep set and you kind of can see the whole weight of the world in their eyes. These are the eyes of someone that has seen a lot of things in their lives, and the eyes of someone that has a lot of responsibilities, the eyes of someone that knows what hardship really is and that's gone through some really hard times in their life. Their nose is very straight, but it's not pointy, it's kind of rounded at the end. And their lips are more on the thin side, I would say. They're thin, but they also take up a lot of their face. It's kind of thin lips, but still kind of a wide mouth, something like that. Now let's see the hobbies of this person. What are their interests? What they like to do in their spare time? Okay. They have a lot of talents, but their favorite thing to do is to work with their hands, to do some practical things. They like to cook, they like to clean. They like to do small renovation projects around their house. They're very frugal with their money, and that's why they spend a lot of time and energy in doing practical things. They might even know how to sew. They might even know how to do their own clothes. Not all of them will do this, but they are definitely the type of person that knows how to mend a sock or how to sew a button. They are very good at doing practical things that help them better utilize their budget. Now let's see about their job. What industry or what field are they working in? So, I don't have a clear answer about the field or the industry, but what I do see here is that they are unhappy about the work that they're currently doing, and they're thinking about changing completely their career. So they're either going to change their job, so maybe in the same industry or in the same field, but they are planning to start working for a different company. Or for some of them, in some extreme cases, they're even thinking of leaving their field altogether and moving in a completely new direction in their career. This is a person that's deeply unsatisfied by the way that their career is going so far, and the next move that they do, whether it's leaving the field altogether or just leaving the company, it's going to be the right decision for them. It's going to take them in a much, much better direction career-wise. Now, let's see about the age of this person. They are very close in age to you. They're a little bit older than you, but the difference is less than 2 years. So not a big age gap, just slightly older than you. What about their mental and emotional health? Let's see. Well, everything seems okay here. From a mental point of view, they're very happy, they're very stable, they are creative, they're artistic, and I think their creative and artistic interests are exactly the thing that is helping them navigate through the tough situations in their life. From an emotional point of view, everything seems okay as well. The only thing that I see here is that some people might think this person is a little bit ruthless or heartless, but remember that for them, the truth is very important, and they will rather tell you the truth than lie to you. And honestly, that's not a bad quality to have. It's actually something very good, as long as you understand that their bluntness is not meant to be rude, it's just their way of showing you respect because they are being truthful, because they value truth above diplomacy, let's say. But that's not a sign of an emotional issue. It's just the way they are set up, the way they are built. Now let's see, what signs has this person given you that they are interested in you? Okay, this is interesting. They've changed for you. They've changed their careers. They've changed their spending habits. They became much more stable since meeting you. They are starting to have long-term goals since meeting you. They are starting to think and plan and prepare for the future because they met you, because they're interested in you. They used to be quite the big spender before. They didn't care about a retirement plan. They didn't care about buying a house. They didn't care about investing. But since meeting you, they've really changed. They've really transformed into a much wiser person. They are now thinking about the future, making long-term plans, setting money aside. And yeah, this is the clearest signal that they could have sent you that they are interested in you. Now, if you don't resonate at all with this message, if this person has always been in your eyes or in your perception, let's say, very stable and finance oriented and investment oriented and so forth, then they might be trying to convince you to invest, to be more mindful about your finances, to think about your career development, to think about where you want to be in 7 years, to think about how to get the next promotion. If they're talking to you about this, if they're coaching you or pushing you to also be more ambitious in your career plans, then that is their way of showing you that they care about you, that they're interested in you, because they're sharing with you from their experience and from their values. Now let's see, what is your attitude towards them and what is your connection with this person? So your attitude towards this person, it's quite interesting, and your connection, exactly what I suspected. So, you're kind of lying either to them or to yourself. And you're keeping this connection stuck deliberately, either because you're lying to them or because you're lying to yourself about this connection. Because in reality, this connection between you is very, very stable. And it has a lot of potential. However, you see this person only for their potential to help you in reaching your career goals. in advancing in your career, and you're deliberately keeping things stuck here. But the Seven of Swords is really asking you to look within and ask yourself, are you really not lying to yourself? Not even a little bit? Really? Are you sure? Are you 100% sure? Because I'm not so sure. Okay, and finally, let's get some final message for you guys for group number 2. What this person feels for you, what they're thinking about you, what they're doing, what they're saying, and what they really want. They feel a very strong attraction to you, and they feel like they need to fight for you. They want to fight for you. They want to win this battle. They think that you would make a great life partner, but they are very anxious because you keep giving them mixed signals. That's why their communication towards you has been very sad, filled with not negative words towards you, but filled with sadness. Like you can hear the sadness and the disappointment in their voice. And what they really, really want is for things to improve in relationship to you. They would really, really like to communicate more with you, to talk more with you, to be closer to you, but they feel defeated somehow. Or at least in their communication, they are not very forward because they're anxious. They don't know how you will react. Well, actually, they know. They know you will keep them at arm's length. They know that you are not ready, and this gives them anxiety. And this makes them very sad, and I think you know it. So, if you want something with this person, they don't need a lot of encouragement, but you need to verbally give them some signs of encouragement, and they will pursue you, definitely. The question is, do you want something with this person, or are you just using them to advance in your career? Either way, be honest with yourself. I'm not here to judge you. No one is judging you here. But I am asking you to be honest with yourself and to not play with other people's feelings. Okay, group number 2, these were the messages for you. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you've enjoyed it, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel to find more interesting content just like this. Thank you very much for watching. Now I'm gonna move on to group number 3. Okay, group number 3. Let's see who has a crush on you. First, we're gonna take out some cards that give us the physical description of this person, this mysterious person that has a crush on you. Let's see, what do they look like? Okay. Well, this is interesting. So this is definitely a tall person. They're definitely taller than you. Maybe even 8 inches taller than you. So anywhere between 4 and 8 inches taller than you. However, they're also a little bit on the curvy side. Not very curvy, but they do have nice muscles, nice, well-defined, well-developed muscles. Or if they're a woman, they have like a big chest, a big booty, they have like a small waist. They're very well proportioned, let's say. They might have red hair or curly hair. They might even have C4 hair. and their fashion sense is very easygoing. Their fashion sense is sometimes influenced by their friends, by their closest friends. They sometimes ask for advice on what to wear or how to create an outfit, or they might even borrow clothes from their friends a lot. But anyway, their fashion sense is very friendly, open, like carefree, maybe a little bit on the boho chic side. They definitely look good in jeans and a t-shirt. They definitely look amazing in the festival aesthetic. They look great in casual clothes. They're not very fancy, but they do have some statement pieces in their closet that they will bring out, especially when going out, when partying. So that's when they actually put a lot of effort in. If they're going out to a party, to a wedding, or clubbing, or when they're going out, when they're socializing, that's when they really put the effort in, and they think about their look and their aesthetic and the way they want to present themselves in the world. And sometimes they might really borrow a lot of clothes or jewelry or accessories from their friends. Now, let's see a little bit more details about how this person looks like. Let's go more in depth with their description. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So they have a heart-shaped face with very round features. They look like a fairy. Honestly, they look like they just stepped out of a fairy tale. Something in the way that their face is shaped, or just the proportions, or I don't know, something about their face makes you think of a fairy tale, of a fairy, of like something that's surreal, something that's magical, something that's imaginary. Or they might remind you of someone from a fantasy movie, or like a children's fairy tale, or a children's book that you read, and some illustrations from a children's book that you once saw in your childhood. Something like that. Their eyes are very deep set, but also very fiery. They might have inherited their grandmother's eyes. And also you can see in their eyes when they're worried, when they're tired, when they have like the weight of the world on their shoulders. You can see that through their eyes, definitely. They might have some wrinkles around their eyes, even if they're very young. Like their eyes are older and wiser than their age, definitely. Their nose clearly stands out on their face. It's one of the most prominent features on their face. And their lips are full, but not very big. Like their entire mouth is kind of like a rosebud on their face. It's a small mouth, but with big, juicy lips, definitely. Now let's go and ask the cards about this person's hobbies and interests. What they like to do. What they're interested in. Let's see. Okay, so this person has a lot of interests. On the one hand, they like to do sports. They are very active physically. And they like to push themselves to the limit of their physical capacity. They also like to do things with their hands. They like to do things around the house, especially if it allows them to save a penny. They like to be helpful, and whenever their parents or their family asks them for help, they will always be there to lend a helping hand. They're kind of the person that you can count on to come help you when you're moving, for example. And I don't want to sound crass, but they enjoy making love. And I'm not talking only about the physical act of love, but falling in love is almost like a hobby to them. They might like to read love stories or watch romantic movies, but really the act of falling in love is something that they enjoy very, very much. Okay, now let's see about their job. What is the job of this person? Okay, so they have a very stressful job. Their job gives them anxiety. It gives them insomnia sometimes. Very, very high levels of stress here. And their job also requires high levels of mental work, of mental analysis. They need to remember a lot of things. They need to think very fast. They need to be very smart. They need to analyze data. They either work in big data or in accounting. Although I don't know why accounting would be so stressful and why it would give them insomnia. Maybe they have some financial responsibilities in the company where they are working, and if they mess up the data, then that can have really big financial repercussions, and that's why they are so anxious. But yeah, their job is definitely mentally challenging, and they need to be very smart in order to be able to fulfill their job. Now, let's see about the age of this person. How old are they? Of course, compared to you, because yeah, there's so many people looking at this video that I cannot give a number as the age. I can only compare their age to your current age. Okay. So they're a little bit older than you, anywhere from 9 months to 36 months older than you. But I don't see this age gap as being really an issue between you guys. It's not that big of an age gap, so it's fine. Now let's see about their mental health and their emotional health. Okay. So from a mental point of view, they're a little bit sad, melancholic. Maybe they have this tendency towards negativity, or they're just really dissatisfied with some aspects of their life, and that is really impacting their overall mental health. Now, I don't see big mental issues, disorders, or anything like that. They're just more on the negative side, and they might be a little bit melancholic, a little bit sad, or maybe even right there on the brink of depression. From an emotional point of view, they are working on it. They are working on their emotional health, and I think that things are really starting to improve here. But of course, with a job as strenuous as we've seen in the previous cards, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that they might have some mental or emotional issues that they need to be working on. Actually, with this card, I think that this person might be seeing a therapist or might be doing something proactively to work on their emotional health. Now, what signs has this person given you that they are interested in you? What are the signs that you should be looking for? Okay, so it's big signs, it's in your face signs that this person is interested in you. This person is really acting like a completely different person when they are around you as compared to the way they act around other people. They are really, really censoring themselves a lot. They are calmer. They are more balanced when they talk to you, when they interact with you. Whereas with other people, they might have a shorter temper or a shorter fuse. They deliberately try to be more optimistic. They deliberately try to listen to you more as compared to other people. So that's how you will know that this person is interested in you. Just see how they act towards you as compared to the way they act around other people. And understand that this is a really big effort on their part to be their best self around you. I don't think they're being fake. I just think they're being strategic, and I think they're actually working on themselves, working on improving themselves. And that's why they're trying to be a better person for you. And when this person shows you the crack in their picture perfect exterior, when they show you their vulnerabilities, when they allow you to see behind the mask, that's when you know that they really like you and that they're really interested in you. Now, let's see, what is your attitude towards this person and what is your connection with this person? Okay. So you're kind of sad about this person, and I think you are trying to distance yourself from them, but your connection is very strong. You were meant to meet this person at this time in your life. And the more you try to run away from them without learning the lesson that they need to teach you in this life, the more they will show up in your life again and again and again. This is deep emotional connection. It's a deep karmic connection as well. And you should be learning something from this connection, not running away from it. The question is, what is the lesson that you need to learn here? And I'm not able to provide you with that answer. You need to go deep within yourself and find out the answer to that question. Now, let's see what this person is feeling, thinking, doing, saying, and of course, what they want from you. So, let's see what they're feeling, thinking, doing, saying, and wanting. Okay, this is interesting. They feel very attracted to you. They feel like you are the perfect person for them. They are physically attracted to you. Their mind is set. Their thinking is very balanced. Their thinking is very strategic when it comes to you. Their mind is made up and they know that they want you. What are they doing in this regard? Well, they're preparing for the future. They're really seeing here a long-term plan with you. They might be actually talking to their mother or their father or someone in their family about you, asking for advice about you, how to act towards you. They're very close to their family. I think you've seen in the past few weeks or maybe even months that this person has really changed their tune. They've changed the way in which they speak to you. They've changed the way in which they communicate to you. They've really transformed. It's like they're a completely different person. Why? Because they want you to be part of their life. They see you as such a big prize that they think that you are the solution to all their troubles. They kind of want you to save them, but it's more like they want you to save them from themselves, because you're such a positive influence in their life that they need you to be a constant presence in their life, because it's kind of like your influence, your presence is making them be a better person every day. And that's why they really want you as a fixed presence in their life. Now, What do you want? Well, that's a question for another day. Thank you, group number 3, for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, the like button, and to subscribe to my channel for quick access to a lot more of this content. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.